Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Daria if you're new here, and today's practice is an exploration in creativity. So this is a bit of a different type of flow. We'll be trying to work around some habitual movement patterns and just do something a little bit different. And I'll encourage you also, if you want to explore something else, something that I'm not cueing to in a moment, you're always welcome to make a new choice. Uh, I find that the yoga practice is also a great way to build creative space mentally as well, giving your mind a little bit of a break from the incessant thoughts or the kind of mental chatter that can be going on all the time, and just slowing things down a little bit. And when we do that, we often find after the practice, as a result, we are able to think more creatively. So, all that being said, you just need yourself and some place to move. And whenever you're ready, let's get into it. We'll start right away from tabletop. So find your way up to hands and knees, spreading your fingers, press into all 10 of your finger pads, really starting to grip into the earth. Beginning just by moving, exploring any type of movement that you'd like, maybe making some circles into your head, your neck, through the ribs or the hips, playing with lateral movement. You can play with arching and rounding, maybe even softening or closing your eyes to really focus your awareness internally, feeling into the physical body space, and beginning to step away from any type of analyzing or trying to understand, but allowing the innate intelligence of our bodies to inform the practice. Begin to start finding some more regular cat-cows. Breathing in to soften the front body, arching your back, tailbone lifts, heart draws forward, eyes look up. As you exhale, press down, tuck your pelvis, hollowing into your belly, round your spine, let your head fall heavy, chin drops toward your chest. Again, like that, breathing in, arch, tailbone tilts up, heart looks forward, eyes to the sky. Exhale, press down, round and curl through your spine. And really feel all the air leaving your body. Again, breathe in, arch. Breathe out, round and curl. You can start to fade in ujjayi breath here, in and out through the nose, constricting a little into the back of the throat, gliding the breath along that space. Find your way to a neutral spine, getting steady in tabletop, and curl your toes under behind you, breathing in here. As you breathe out, lift your knees and travel back into downward facing dog. Feel the grip of your fingers and your toes into the earth. Feel the elongation of your spine, tailbone stretching skyward, crown of head lengthening a little toward your thumbs so the back of your neck is elongated. Shoulders away from your ears, broaden into your upper back. And then see if you can tear your mat in half by how much you're pressing hands and feet down and away from one another. Take a breath in, lift your heels really high. As you breathe out, pivot both of your heels toward the right side of the mat. Bend your knees to back off the shoulders a little bit. And then see if you can press your right heel all the way flat to the earth. As you do this, draw back on your left hip and turn your eyes under your left arm. Take one more breath in. Breathing out, just revolve back into downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, spin the heels to the left, playing with sinking your left heel and left big toe all the way down. Drawing back on your right hip so it stacks on top of your left one. Squeeze your left side body. Take a breath in and a breath out. Inhale, heels rise back to the center. Exhale, just coming into downward facing dog. With your next inhalation, lift your heels and then take little tiptoes all the way forward to the top of your mat to come into a ragdoll fold. Toes are behind your wrists. Bend your knees as much as you need to feel really relaxed through your entire spine, draping your torso like fabric over your thighs. Do whatever you want with your arms. You can get creative with it. And then you might stay just kind of still here, feeling the movement of your breath. Or you might introduce a little sway from side to side. Maybe mix up your arm variation, or you could just kind of swim your arms around through space. Whatever feels good. One more breath in and a breath out. Press into your big toes, squeeze through your core, start to round your spine, and slowly rise all the way up to standing one vertebra at a time, letting your head stay heavy to the top. And then finally stacking your head on top of the rest of your spine. Melt your shoulders down your back. With your next inhale breath, circle your arms wide and all the way up to the sky. Look to your thumbs as your palms touch overhead. When you exhale, catch your left wrist in your right hand, pick up your left foot, step it off of the mat behind you and roll to the knife edge of it. Breathe in and elongate through your whole spine. As you breathe out, arc up and over toward the right. Squeeze the space between your hips and your ribs shorter on your right side and open up that space on your left side. Take one more full breath in. As you breathe out, revolve your torso around and forward until you can bring your fingertips to the earth. Once they land, inhale and stretch your left leg straight back behind you, coming into a standing L position. When you exhale, your right knee bends deeply, left toe steps to the back of the mat, and left knee sinks down. Take a breath in to float your fingertips all the way up to the sky, kneeling warrior. When you breathe out, palms pressed together, bend your elbows, connect the thumb side of your hands to the back of your head, and press those 2 points into one another. Now breathe in, elongate your spine. Imagine your heart is shining forward. When you exhale, melt your hips down and forward toward the top of your mat. Take one more breath in. Breathing out, release your right fingertips down inside of your front foot. Kick your left heel in toward your sit bone and then pivot that shin so it's parallel to the back of your mat. Tuck your toes behind you. Scoop your right sit bone underneath of you and turn your eyes up toward your left fingertips as they reach skyward. Squeeze in through your right side body. Breathe in here. When you breathe out, circle your left fingertips all the way forward over your ear. Take one more full inhale breath, stretching through all the lines. As you exhale, press down and rise all the way up to standing on your left shin. Now take your left fingertips to the back of your mat. As you inhale, right fingertips rise high. As you exhale, press your pelvis forward and circle your right fingers over your ear. You could stay in more of like a side body stretch here, or if you'd like, you can start to scoop your left shoulder blade to the back of your heart and maybe play with pivoting your heart toward the sky. Take a full inhale breath, open up your heart. When you exhale, keep everything as it is. Just start to drag your right knee in and see if you can place it down beside the left one. Now circle your fingertips forward so you're facing toward the long edge of your mat. Taking an inhale breath, right hand catches either the back of your thigh or your right heel, and then open your torso up, coming into this half camel pose, taking a breath in. When you breathe out, revolve through the center, gliding your fingertips forward. And then inhale, catching onto back of left leg or left heel, opening up through your front body. Exhale, revolve your fingertips forward through the center. Let's go one more time each side. Breathing in to the right, half camel, hips pressed forward, pelvic floor is lifting, heart is rising. Exhale, revolve through the center. Inhale one more time, catching onto the left leg somewhere. Open up your heart. Inhale. Exhale, revolve through the center. Good. Now, place your palms to the top of the mat. Start to pivot your left toes to the back of the mat and lift your leg to hover. So we're kind of on the right knee. See if you can press your sole of your right foot to the top of your left thigh. Now lean forward here so your shoulders move over your wrists. Take a breath in. When you breathe out, bend your elbows and lower your heart to the earth. So like coming through a chaturanga. Once your heart lands, sink your chin and then just see how tall you can lift your left toes toward the sky, energizing into the glutes in the back of the leg. One more breath in. As you breathe out, press down to come all the way back up, arms straight. Curl your right toes under. Inhale here. Exhale, lift your right knee. Glide all the way up and back into three-legged down dog. Left leg stretching toward the sky. Inhale as you elongate the lines of your legs. As you exhale, pick up your right heel, thread your left knee through towards your right tricep. Then hook your left ankle outside of your right thigh. Pivot your right heel down so your toes are turning toward the right, sinking the knife edge of your foot down so it's parallel to the back of your mat. Press down into your left fingertips. When you inhale, start to cactus up. Through your right elbow, squeeze your shoulder blades together and press your pelvis away from the earth. Take one more breath in. As you breathe out, pivot into a figure 4 down dog. Right palm lands to the top, right toes turn forward, and then keeping the left ankle outside of the right thigh, sink your right heel toward the earth. Just take an inhale breath here, and an exhale breath. Inhale, lift your right heel, round your spine, hug your left knee forward to your chest, and then step left foot to left thumb. Walk your fingertips forward and wide on your mat. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, press down, launch into your left foot, glide your right leg all the way up and back into a standing L position. Fingertips can be on blocks if you like. Breathe in, grow everything longer. As you breathe out, Shiva squat, right knee crosses behind the left one, kicking your heel in toward your sit bone and hugging your inner thighs toward one another. Inhale, extend, right toes back, crown of head forward. Exhale, Shiva squat, sink really, really low, shifting the weight back into your left heel. One more time, inhale, extend. Exhale, Shiva squat. Now stay in the squat. See if you can lift your fingertips away from the earth. Start to draw your palms to prayer at heart center. Breathe in. As you breathe out, press down. Rise to standing on your left leg and draw your right knee in toward your chest. One-legged Tadasana. Inhaling here. As you exhale, extend right toes forward to the top of your mat. Take one more breath in, squeezing up through both of your thighs. As you exhale, super slowly, softly step your right foot down beside your left one. Pause here. Take a full breath in through your nose. Full breath out through the nose or the mouth, whatever you need. Next inhalation, arms reach wide and all the way up to the sky. As you exhale, catch for the right wrist with your left hand. Pick up your right foot, step it off the mat behind you, and as you do, roll to the knife edge of it. Breathe in, squeeze your inner thighs, cinch your waist, puff up through your heart. As you breathe out, arc up and over toward the left. Keep your shoulders pulling away from your ears. Take one more breath in, root more into the earth, and then grow away from it. As you exhale, revolve your fingertips all the way forward to the top of the mat, keeping connection through your core as you do this. Once the fingers land, inhale, stretch your right leg straight back behind you, elongate your spine. Exhale, bend your left knee. Right toes touch down to the back of the mat and right knee sinks down. When you breathe in, float your fingertips to the sky, Anjaneyasana. When you breathe out, palms touch, bend your elbows, pressing the thumb side of the hands to the space where head and neck connect. Breathe in, energize up the line of your spine. Breathe out, melt through the hips, and as you do, soften your jaw. One more breath, inhale. Exhale. Good. Release, left fingertips down inside of your front foot. Slide your pelvis forward, kick your right heel in toward your sit bone, and then pivot right shin parallel to the back of the mat, tucking your toes here. Scoop your left sit bone underneath of you, squeeze your left side body, and then start to stack the right side of your rib cage on top of the left side. Circle your eyes up toward your right fingertips. Take a breath in. When you breathe out, right arm reaches all the way forward over your ear. Taking one more inhale breath. As you exhale, press down, rise up to standing on your left foot and your right shin. Then circle your right fingertips all the way to the back of your mat. Press your pelvis a little bit forward, and as you inhale, left arm reaches skyward, maybe over your head. Then maybe start to curl your shoulder blade, your right one, under the back of your heart so that you can turn this into more of like a front body expansive stretch. Just take one more inhale breath. And then as you exhale, start to slide your left knee in beside your right one. As it touches down, begin to revolve your fingertips forward, so toward the side of the mat. Taking the inhale breath, catching onto the back of your left leg or heel, arc through your front body into this half camel, maybe looking all the way back. Inhale. As you exhale, revolve through the center, fingertips forward. Breathing into the right side, opening up half camel. As you breathe out, circle forward. One more each way. Inhale to the left, feeling the lift of your pelvic floor and the elongation of your low back, so your middle back is curling. Exhale, revolve through the center. One more time, breathe in, open up half camel. Breathing out, revolve back to the top of your mat. Now, placing your hands forward, pivot your feet so they face back again. Your right leg starts to float, right toes reach to the back of the mat, rolling forward so you're kind of on your left knee. See if you can press the sole of your left foot to your right thigh for a little support here. Now inhale, lean forward, shoulders moving over your wrists. As you exhale, bend your elbows, keep them hugging tight towards your ribs as you sink your chest and your chin all the way down. Pausing here. See if you can stretch your right leg a little higher. Just take one more breath in. When you breathe out, press the ground away from you. Coming back up through this kind of tabletop situation. Tuck your left toes. Inhale here. As you exhale, press into your fingertips. Lift your left knee, glide all the way up and back into three-legged down dog. Right leg is stretching toward the sky. Take a breath in. When you breathe out, left heel hovers. Right knee drives to your left tricep, crossing the midline of the body. Flex your ankle. Hook right ankle to outer left thigh. Then spin your left heel down until the pinky side of your foot is parallel to the back of the mat. Pressing hands down and forward, bend into your left knee to back off a little bit, and then claw the mat with your right fingertips. Start to cactus your left elbow toward the sky. Turn your gaze up. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, left hand circles to the top of the mat. Turn your left toes forward. Stay in the figure four shape as you come into downward facing dog. Take a breath in and a breath out. Inhale, lift your left heel. Hug your right knee forward toward your chest and softly transition right foot, right thumb. Walk your fingertips forward and wide on your mat. Take a breath in to prepare. Breathing out, press down, rise up into standing L. Left toes reaching back, elongate your spine with your inhale breath. With your exhale breath, bend both knees. Left knee crosses behind the right one and your heel is kicking in toward your sit bone. Again, inhale, extending back. Exhale, Shiva squat, sinking really, really low. One more time, breathe in and elongate your whole body. Breathe out, sinking down, Shiva squat. Now, squeeze your core, turn your eyes forward, focus your gaze on one point and start to float your palms away from the earth. Draw them together at heart center, breathe in. When you breathe out, press straight down into your right big toe, rise to standing on your right foot and draw your left knee up toward your chest, one-legged Tadasana. Inhale here. As you exhale, stretch your left leg straight forward. You can reach your arms to the sky if you like. Squeeze your thighs, take a full inhale breath. As you breathe out, softly step your left foot down beside the right one and draw your palms to meet in prayer at heart center. Pause here. Let everything circulate. Feel the beating of your heart. Feel the movement of your breath. Give yourself space here to simply be just as you are. You don't have to fix or change or analyze anything. Blink your eyes open and soften your palms down beside you. As you inhale, circle your arms wide and all the way up to the sky. Exhale, catch left wrist and right hand. Pick up your left foot, step it off the mat behind you. Breathe in, grow tall. Breathe out, arc up and over toward the right. And then take one more breath in to extend more. As you exhale, keeping connection through your core, circle all 10 fingertips down to the top of the mat. Once they root, inhale, stretch your left leg long and back behind you, standing L. As you exhale, bend your right knee deeply. Step your left toes to the back of the mat and sink your left knee down. Breathe in, float your fingertips to the sky, kneeling warrior. Breathe out, palms together, bend your elbows, thumbs to the back of your head, pelvis sinks down and forward. One more breath in. One more breath out. Place your right fingertips down inside of your front foot. Kick your left heel in toward your sit bone and then pivot your shin parallel to the back edge of the mat. Right sit bone curls underneath of you. Inhale, turn your left arm and your eyes toward the sky. As you exhale, circle your fingertips all the way forward over your ear. One more breath in. Breathe out, press down. Create a T shape with your arms as you rise to standing on your right foot and your left knee. Exhale, left fingertips to the back of the mat. Right arm circles all the way up and over your head. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out and drag your right knee in beside your left one, touching it down to the earth. Now revolve your fingertips forward, and with your next inhale breath, right hand catches onto the back of your thigh or your right heel, arcing the pelvis forward, heart up, and then exhale, revolve through the center. Inhale to the left, catching on to whatever's available, lifting through the low belly, arcing back. Inhale. Exhale, roll through the center. Right away, placing your palms to the top of the mat. Pivot, so you're on your right knee. Left toes are floating back behind you, kind of catching your thigh in the sole of your right foot. Inhale, lean forward, shoulders over wrists. As you exhale, bend your elbows and sink your chest and your chin to the earth. Stay for another breath. See if you can lift your leg a little higher, breathing in. As you breathe out, press into your palms, come back up to straight elbows, tuck your right toes. Inhale here. Exhale, press down, lift your knee off the ground, float your left leg up and back into three-legged down dog. Breathe in here. As you breathe out, right heel floats, left knee hugs towards your right tricep, then hook right ankle outside of your left thigh. Figure four side plank, pivoting the knife edge of your right foot to the earth, claw into your left fingertips and inhale to cactus up through your right elbow. As you exhale, circle your right hand back to the top of the mat and come into figure four down dog, keeping the cross of the legs. Inhale, lift your right heel. Now thread your left knee forward and softly step left foot, left thumb. Coming through a lunge, walk your fingertips forward, breathe in. Breathe out, press down and rise into standing L. Inhale to grow long. Exhale, Shiva squat. Staying in the squat, see if you can squeeze your core, float your fingertips away from the earth, palms to prayer, breathing in. Breathing out, press down, rise to standing on your left leg and draw your right knee toward your chest, one-legged Tadasana. Inhale here. Exhale, extend your right leg forward as your arms stretch toward the sky. Grow everything really long, breathing in. Breathing out, step right foot down beside the left one, palms to prayer, heart center. Inhale, arms circle wide and up. As you exhale, catching right wrist and left hand, right foot lifts and steps off the mat. Roll to the knife edge of your foot. Breathe in, cinch your waist, lift tall. Breathe out, arc up and over to the left. One more inhale breath here, growing longer. As you exhale, squeeze your core. Revolve your fingertips down to the top of the mat. Place them there. And then glide your right leg back behind you, standing L. Breathe in. Breathe out, left knee bends. Right toes touch down to the back of your mat and right knee sinks to the earth. Inhale, float your fingertips to the sky. Exhale, bending your elbows, hands to the back of your head, slide your hips down and forward. One more breath in. One more breath out. Release left fingertips down inside of your front foot. Slide your pelvis forward so you can kind of roll over your kneecap, kicking your right heel in towards your sit bone. Pivot your shin parallel to the back of the mat. Tuck your right toes. Left sit bone wraps underneath of you. Breathe in, open up your right arm and your eyes to gaze skyward. As you breathe out, right fingertips circle all the way over your head. Take one more breath in here. As you breathe out, press down, rise to standing on left foot and right knee. As you exhale, right fingertips reached all the way to the back of the mat, root them down, cinch your right side body, open up the left side, turning your heart and your arm and your eyes to gaze up. Take one more breath in. When you breathe out, drag your left knee in beside your right one. Carrying that exhale forward with the fingertips, revolving around. And then inhaling to catch left heel and left hand. Press your hips forward, open up your heart, half camel. As you exhale, revolve through the center with your arms, circling right hand around and back, catch for your foot. Inhale, open it up. As you exhale, revolve through the center, placing the palms to the top of the mat. Pivot on your knees, kick your left heel in towards your sit bone, and then extend your right leg back behind you, catching your thigh in the left foot. Kind of a funky position here. To take the pressure off the knee, lean a little forward, breathing in. As you breathe out, bend your elbows, bring your chest and your chin to the earth, and then see if you can elongate up through your right leg. Take one more breath in. When you breathe out, press down, arms stretch back towards straight, tuck your left toes, breathe in to prepare. Breathing out, grip the mat with your fingertips, lift your left knee and glide back into three-legged down dog. Take a breath in here. As you breathe out, left heel floats, right knee hugs towards your left tricep, hook right ankle outside of the left thigh, flexing your toes. Pivot your left heel down, pinky side of the foot parallel to the back edge of your mat. Squeeze your right fingertips down, making an imprint with them into the earth as you cactus up through your left elbow. Breathe in. Breathe out, revolve into figure 4 down dog, keeping the legs as they are. Just turn your left toes forward, sink your heel toward the earth. Inhale, left heel rises, right knee hugs to your chest. Look to your right thumb and watch as you step your foot there. Walk your fingertips forward and wide. Take a breath in. Breathe out, press down into your right leg to launch your left leg up and back, standing L. Inhale, grow through the lines. Exhale, bending both knees, left knee crosses behind the right one, Shiva squat. Squeeze, belly button to spine, turn your eyes forward. Float your hands away from the earth and draw your palms to prayer. Breathe in. Breathe out, press down, rise to standing in one-legged Tadasana. Left knee hugs up towards your chest. As you breathe out, kick your left leg forward and reach your arms to the sky. And then just let yourself kind of float here, finding the balance. Take a full breath in. Breathe out, and so slowly, so softly, step your left foot down beside the right. Draw your palms to prayer at heart center. Take a breath in, arms wide and all the way up. As you breathe out, long spine, dive down, forward fold. Root your fingertips to the earth. Separate your feet a little outside of the hips. Turn your heels in and your toes out. Bend your knees and sink to Malasana. Pausing in a squat. Take a couple breaths. Palms can meet in prayer, or you can take a rounded squat if you want to walk the fingertips forward and drag back on your belly button, or just keep your fingertips rooted for some support if you like. Bringing your awareness to the creases of the hips, noticing if you can deepen and soften that space. One more breath in. One more breath out. Begin to find your way to a seated position. You can come all the way down into Sukhasana if you would like, or you're welcome to sit in a kneeling position with the sitting bones back onto the heels. Wherever you are, flip your palms so that they're facing up toward the sky. Soften or close your eyes. And just take a moment here to notice everything that you're feeling. Notice if anything was brought to the surface or uncovered in your practice. And see if there have been any shifts in your mental space. If focusing on your somatic experience and taking some movement patterns that probably aren't habitual in your body has allowed for a freeing of space in your mind, a calming or stilling of the thoughts. And then from this clearer space, begin to consider what you would like to create as you move into the rest of your day or even your week ahead. And this can be something you want to generate more of in your life, something you want to cultivate in your movement practice, maybe something you're bringing into your work or your relationships. And whatever it is, get really clear about it. It could be a word, a phrase, something like this. Draw your palms to prayer at heart center and seal this intention into your body. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. When you're ready, you can blink your eyes open and you are all set. Thank you so much for sharing this kind of funky little practice with me. I hope that this movement felt creative and interesting for your mind and your body. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, you can do that down below. You can also join as a monthly donation member. All of this really helps to support me. I so appreciate you. I hope you're doing well wherever you are. Have a great day or night, and I will see you soon in the next class. Bye.